Namaste my friends. In this video I will talk about the nutritive value of proteins. So uh, nutritive value of proteins means the composition of essential amino acids, how much quality and quantity of essential amino acids which is present in a protein, that is that represents the nutritive value of the proteins. So in laboratory there are various methods are used to assess the nutritive value of proteins. Okay, that means the quality of proteins, high quality, whether the protein is of high quality, that is it is whether it contains essential amino acids, all the essential amino acids. To assess that, there are methods four methods which are usually described in the books, and out of that the one method called biological value of proteins is very important from exam point of view. Okay, the four methods are protein efficiency ratio, biological value of proteins, and net protein utilization, and chemical score. I will come into it. Each one of it I will tell you, but biological value of proteins is very important. So understand what is the meaning first. Okay, otherwise you may get confused. One thing you prepare very well from exam point of view, that is biological value of proteins. So what is um, first, protein efficiency ratio? What is this protein efficiency ratio? So it is a ratio of how much amount of weight gain occurs in the rats per gram of protein ingested. Okay, for every 1 gram of protein ingested, how much amount of weight gain occurs in the rat, that is called um, protein efficiency ratio. Protein efficiency ratio, if you want to represent it, protein efficiency ratio equals the weight gain in gram divided by the protein ingested in gram, the amount of protein ingested in gram, the weight gain in gram divided by protein ingested in gram. Okay, so once again, protein efficiency ratio means the amount of weight gain in grams, amount of weight gain in rats for every 1 gram of protein ingested, amount of weight gain in rats for every gram of protein ingested, how much weight gain occurs, that is called protein efficiency ratio. Okay, not very important from exam point of view, but know it just how much weight gain occurs in a rat per 1 gram of protein ingested, that is called protein efficiency ratio. Okay, just know it. Then we will come to the important thing from exam point of view, that is biological value. What is this biological value of proteins? See, the biological value of proteins is the percentage of absorbed nitrogen that is retained in the body. So understand it. How from the absorbed nitrogen, out of the absorbed nitrogen, the nitrogen which is absorbed from the intestine, where the nitrogen will come from, the protein which you take in the diet. Okay, the protein which you take in the diet contains nitrogen, 16% of it nitrogen. Out of the digestion will occur first. Out of that, the amount of percentage of absorbed nitrogen, how much will be absorbed from the intestine, and out of that, how much will be retained in the body. How much will be retained in the body means how much will be incorporated into the body proteins. Out of the absorbed nitrogen, how much will be incorporated into the body proteins, that is the biological value. One thing you have to note here, it is the ingested nitrogen, not the it is the absorbed nitrogen. Okay, it is the absorbed, how much is absorbed from the intestine, that is taken into consideration here in biological value, not the ingested, not how much you are taking through the mouth, that is not is taken into consideration here. But what is taken into consideration, what is absorbed from the intestine, that is taken into consideration, and not what is taken into the ingested through the mouth. Okay, so once again, it is the percentage of absorbed nitrogen that is retained in the body, that is biological value of proteins. Okay, so this biological value has one drawback. Okay, how it is done, that is not important for you people, it is above your standards, you no need to write that. Okay, that is how the experiment is done, all these things, that is not needed. So there is one drawback in biological value of proteins, that is it doesn't take into consideration the digestion of proteins, what happens during digestion of proteins, how much nitrogen is lost through the feces, undigested nitrogen, all that it doesn't take into consideration. So that is one drawback of calculating if you consider biological value to assess the nutritive value of proteins. The only drawback is biological value doesn't take into consideration the digestion of proteins, how much proteins are digested. Okay, it takes into consideration only how much is absorbed and how much is retained in the body. Okay, and it is a reasonably good method to assess the nutritive value of proteins. It is a reasonably good method to assess the nutritive value of proteins, except for it doesn't take into consideration the digestive factor, how much amount of digestion nitrogen is lost during digestion. Okay, that it doesn't take into consideration. And proteins with high biological value, we give a score. Okay, for each protein like egg, milk, we give a score. Okay, out of 100 we'll give a score. And proteins with high biological value, they have all the essential amino acids. Okay, proteins with high biological value, they have almost all the essential amino acids. And if you consume the proteins with high biological value, they will be easily incorporated into the body proteins. All the essential amino acids will be incorporated into the body proteins. Okay, so proteins with high biological value has to be consumed. And next thing is cooking. Cooking improves the biological value of proteins. Okay, when you cook, what happens? Denaturation occurs, and more amount of protein can be absorbed. Okay, so cooking improves the biological value of proteins. And some of the proteins which are of high biological value, okay, some of the proteins which are of high biological value are egg protein. Example are, you should give examples while writing a short note question. What you have to do, first you have to define what is biological value. It is the percentage of absorbed nitrogen which is retained in the body. Then you have to write the equation. Biological value equals nitrogen retained divided by nitrogen absorbed into 100. That is 100 means percentage of denominator absorbed nitrogen retained in the body. Okay, then you have to write the equation as I told you. First definition, then equation, then you have to tell it's a good indicator of assessing the nutritive value of proteins, except it has one drawback. It doesn't take into consideration the digestibility of proteins and nitrogen loss which occurs during digestion. and you have to tell proteins with high biological value have almost all the essential amino acids which are incorporated into the body proteins, which are absorbed and incorporated into the body proteins. And cooking improves the biological value of proteins. And then you have to give examples for proteins with high biological value. Remember, egg, the biological value is 94. Egg protein is considered as the very good source of egg is considered as the very good source of protein with the high biological value and a very good nutritive value. It has a very good nutritive value. It is the highest, 94. Then milk is 84. The biological value is 84. Then fish is 85, and meat is around 75 to 80. Okay, so egg you should not forget. Egg is 94. Milk you should not forget, 84, and fish is 85. Then the other thing, meat is around 75 to 80. So these are the proteins of high biological value. You should always try to consume if you want to do bodybuilding, or even if you want to take a good balanced diet. You should always consume proteins of high biological value. Then you have to give examples for proteins of low biological value. For examples are cereals. The biological value is only around 65, 68. Cereals means rice, wheat. Okay, and pulses is around 58 to 60. Okay, that is pulses like Bengal gram, groundnut, red gram, all these things are around 58 to 60. Understood? Okay, this is about biological value of proteins. Then we will go to the next method to assess the next method which is used to assess the nutritive value of proteins, that is net protein utilization. Okay, how to understand this net protein utilization? The only difference between biological value and net protein utilization is net protein utilization, it instead of taking into consideration the absorbed nitrogen, it takes into consideration the ingested nitrogen, how much you are ingesting. It takes into consideration the ingested nitrogen instead of the absorbed nitrogen from the intestine. In biological value, you are taking into consideration the amount of absorbed nitrogen retained in the body, whereas in net protein utilization, you are taking into consideration the amount of ingested nitrogen which is retained in the body. Okay, so net protein utilization is a much better index of nutritive value of proteins, because it takes into consideration the digestion of proteins and the nitrogen lost through the feces. Okay, all these things it is taking into consideration the digestibility factor. So it is considered as a much better index of nutritive value than biological value. Okay.